Back on TYT Sports, Kevin Love out 6 weeks, 20 points per game, 11.1 rebounds per game. Kevin Love playing like his Minnesota days. Needs a knee scope. You know what that is?
Telescope in the knee to see things in the future.
That's what the joke I was going to make. It's going to be like you get a nice view of the moon, Mars, Venus. They got it. By the way, I like when they use this word. So they have to remove some body from the knee. Some body from the knee. It's all body. We're all body here.
There's someone in your knee. Do you not realize that each muscle group is controlled by a little body in there?
Little body in there. So at least the details. So by the way, this kind of makes more sense. So why were the Cavaliers kind of signing? Not kind of. They did. They signed Derrick Williams to a 10-day contract. Right. Former number 2 overall pick Derrick Williams. They signed him to a 10-day contract a couple days ago. So Cavaliers kind of knew that the news in terms of Kevin Love was not going to be, what's going on? There's some body in your goddamn throat.
Jeez, I tried to take a breath.
You good?
I swallowed too much oxygen. Stop playing sport. All right.
You good?
Please go.
I might keep that in the clip.
You should. I just got attacked by an air monster.
Got to remove the body from your throat. All right, so a couple days ago, they signed, the Cavaliers signed Derrick Williams to a 10-day contract, former number 2 overall pick Derrick Williams. Does not play like a number 2 overall pick. However, why would they do that? Well, that makes sense because probably about 2-3 days before this news break happened, doctors were going to look at that and go, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be a 2-week injury. So 6 weeks. Can the Cavaliers survive? Yeah. They'll be fine. It's nothing to worry about as long as they get Kevin Love back.
But Jason, now it gives the Boston Celtics a possibility to steal the number 1 seed.
There's a really bad article out there, and I don't want to throw any writer under the bus.
Throw the writer under the bus.
I'm not throwing him under the bus because look, we all do hot takes, and I'm no better than that writer. We've done clips as dumbass and shitty as that.
What? You trying to tell me you predicted that Manchester United were going to win the league or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Of course, we all make mistakes. But the idea is that this Boston Celtics now the favorite in the East to win because Kevin Love is going to be out for 6 weeks. Guys, LeBron did it without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving.
LeBron nearly did it without Kyrie Irving in the finals.
I was going to say, but he did. He won the East without those 2 players. So, well, they got injured along the way. Still, point being, with Kevin Love, some people think maybe does this make a Carmelo Anthony trade more likely? It would be very dumb of the Cavaliers to think that Kevin Love's out for 6 weeks, let's go get Carmelo Anthony for 6 weeks. It's not going to matter in terms of playoff positioning, aside from maybe a 1 or a 2 seed. The Cavaliers, the only way that they lose in this one is they'd have to play maybe on the road, but I still do not see one series in the East with the Cavaliers going to 7 games.
Yeah.
So that home court advantage, you still got to play at Quicken Loans Arena 3 times, and they're going to win those games. In terms of what this means for the Cavs, Kyrie Irving's got to step it up a little, and Channing Frye is going to be called on to do a lot for his 36-year-old self. Yeah. So we'll see what Tyronn Lue does with the rotation. And Richard Jefferson. And J.R. Smith. And who'll be coming back soon.
And the man who owns the team, the recent trade before Derrick Williams.
Kyle Korver.
This is why he was brought in.
He went 8 of 9 recently from 3.
Yeah,
8 of 9.
He has the ability to go off. Now, there's one thing that I did want to highlight that is going to be once again highlighted through this Kevin Love's absence.
You're going to highlight
the highlight. The highlight is that people would often assume that Kevin Love was nothing but a hot 3-point shooter whenever he was on for the Cavs, but he does so much. We've continuously spoke about this.
He's off the ball.
Fantastic off-the-ball screen. He does a great job defensively when he has to for the team, and they overall work better as a system when he's there. So it will just ask further questions of the character of this Cavs team. Ask questions of LeBron James, and he loves to answer questions better than anyone else. So this is what he was making his point with earlier, not just because he wanted another point guard. Now,
playmaker.
A playmaker. He just wants depth because he of all people in the NBA understands that you can't win without depth. And when you start to lose those star players for certain periods of time, you end up like the Clippers. And that's no offense to the Clippers, but it's all offense to the Clippers. That's what happens. When you lose some of your star players and you no longer can mount the similar challenge that you had. And it's not about, these teams aren't expected to perform at the same level, but it's all about collateral damage. It's about being able to prevent a massive slump and be able to just have someone come in, maybe the system has to adjust because each player adjusts the system differently, and they show their character that they're able to persevere during this point and not really let their form slip, you know?
There's one very simple answer, actually, and I know LeBron doesn't like this, but LeBron's got to play actual regular season minutes during the time of the season where usually he takes his week and a half off, sits in the hyperbaric chamber.
But do you think going on banana boat rides is just like vacation, Jason? No, you've got to spend some time doing that.
What, the banana boat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is the time where you get like I'm talking like the rest.
Yeah,
that rest
knees.
period. What's going on? His knees are out for like a week and a half. They'll call it a knee injury. He'll GM the team to find a playmaker. LeBron's just got to play 37, 38 minutes. And if he does that, they'll be fine. I know that's like everyone's like, well, that's not what LeBron does. And that's not, well, man, you want to win another championship. He's going to do what it takes. He's going to flop too. He had 2 bad flops in the most recent game.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Come on, Bron.
It's only soccer
the media
pros.
now loves you.
It's only soccer
You're
pros that
unanimously
flop.
considered the best player on the planet, and you still flop. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it.
There is definitely a case for the biggest fall on the floor award going to a sport outside of world football.
Yeah, you can.
That one example of Aaron Rodgers in the.
Oh, that was so good.
That was.
We can do this. We can do the fall on the floor. We can do the fall on the floor of
non-soccer sports.
Non-soccer sports.
I think there's a great case to be made. I tweeted out after that example and said, oh, and people don't like football, or my football, because they flop. It's everywhere, baby. It happens all over the place. I even seen Ricky Fowler flop when he missed a putt.
It's true.
He got hit back. You studying?
I'm just looking at if I missed anything.
Who'd you get? Kevin Love?
No, Dave
Telescope?
McMenamin is the one who broke the story, so thank you.
Thank you, Dave McMenamin. Let us know what you think. Comments below. How will the Cavs do without Kevin Love? They've been here before, but this time, will they be able to persevere? More so going through. Let us know. Jason Rubin 91, Twitter and Instagram, Francis_Maxwell. Twitter, Francis M. Maxwell on the Instagram, and 280 Sports and all the good stuff.